So, Genshin Impact kind of took the world by storm because before this, most gacha characters were PNGs, they were fairly small mobile games, they were fun, but for the most part, you put the fucking phone in automatic and then left it alone, right? Genshin kind of changed that because it made like a whole open world thing with a really big involved story. Every unit has like a 3D model, they're all playable, you can do a ton of stuff with them, and it fucking exploded. One of the things that distinguished Genshin Impact from other gachas was the units, the designs, which started out being very, very good. Like, they have a design philosophy that has since kind of taken over the gacha sphere, which was very, very pretty, oftentimes quite busy, and more or less very visually striking. The game has been out for like, what, 5 years now? And in that time, we have over 100 units. It's so many. So I was actually talking with hubby, and I was like, I would like to cover Genshin, but let's face it, Genshin's design philosophy doesn't always sit well with me. So I figured what I could do is talk about the designs I do like instead. So from going over the entire roster, analyzing, talking about it with hubby, picking and choosing, I came up with 15 designs, and some honorable mentions, that I thought were the strongest designs that MiHoYo had for this game. Now, let me preface by saying this. If I don't like your waifu, it doesn't mean I hate you. If a waifu you like is not picked in this design, that does not make you a bad person. It's okay. It's all Lily's personal opinion. I'm not here to fight nobody, all right? So we're just gonna talk about the designs that I personally find very, very appealing, or the ones I would say are the best designs in the game.
You must be stunned and at a loss for words. Understandable.
Number 15!
Moon's out, and so am I.
Baby girl Hu Tao. Now, Hu Tao, when she first came out, had such a strong concept to me. She's such a fun character, fucking funeral director, super quirky, very, very cute, a bit of a dipshit, actually. And the thing about Hu Tao that I like is that the funeral director aspect actually really did show in her design. Like, she's basically wearing an Undertaker outfit with like the cute little baby booty shorts, adorable socks, the big jacket, the hat with like the symbol on it and the flowers. She has like her little ghost buddies, those are part of her design. The color scheme is very like reminiscent of like a funeral, like she's wearing all black and brown. It's a very warm toned outfit. And she has like a lot of rings and jewelry, black nails. She's kind of like gloomy. She's always telling people that like she would love to like fucking host their funeral. You see it and you get it immediately. It's like funeral director, you got it. A very peppy one, mind you. But a funeral director nonetheless. Hu Tao's a very, very fun unit, and she's one of the best designs Genshin has just because the theming is so spot on, you know? We're gonna see the 3D models for these. I have a viewer for that, so I can talk about the details a little bit more. Da-da-dum! Don't mind the T-pose. Already with Hu Tao, the thing that I like the most is that the design is so well constructed. Like, this jacket is flawlessly made. It still has that very distinct Chinese aesthetic because she's from the US, so she has to have the Chinese thing going on for her, right? She has like the big tassels. She has like almost like a big diamond pattern on the back that almost resembles a coffin. She is dressed in all black, but in the West, funerals, people tend to dress in black. In China, I know that they dress in white, but it does like really does fit that like Undertaker funeral director vibe that she has. There's so many cute details in the outfit, like the little buttons on the shorts, the little patterns on the fabric of the jacket, her jewelry, which is like a black stone, a bird skull, silver rings. Her nails are like black with red gradient. There's a lot of good repetition. The silhouette is really solid. The outfit is completely symmetrical. It makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense, and it's really, really fun visually. It's very appealing, which is why she's such a cute unit to look at. She's standing there menacingly. It's that or fucking TikTok dances. They're terrible. Do you guys want to see? TikTok dance. This does not let me look at the design. This is just, okay, tiktokdances.com.org. And that's why I like Hu Tao. But despite the fact that like she has a pretty good design, she's still not the strongest on this list, which is why she has number 15. Why does this fit somehow? Because she would do this. Go, white girl, go. All right, the 14th unit that I find is the strongest designs in Genshin Impact.
It's my lucky day, I just know it. Feels like I could even conquer those massive waves I bailed on last time.
Mualani. Now, the Natlan designs for the most part were very weak. Okay, I'm not gonna mince words about it. You can fight me in the comments. I'm not gonna fucking listen. But Even if the cast, for the most part, in Natlan was pretty weak, there were some outliers, and Mualani is one of them. Mualani definitely has a very distinct Oceania Pacific Islander vibe that I love. This was like one of the few things that made me like kind of sort of think about going back into the 5th region of Genshin Impact. It was Mualani. But she was not strong enough to get me back in there. I like this design a lot because I feel like it fits the very tribal aesthetic that Natlan, I think, should have gone for. It's very cute, it's very peppy, it fits the vibe, she looks like a Pacific Islander. I love the fucking tan lines to bits, her eyes are super cute. The aquatic theme is very on point, she's very athletic, there's so much movement to her design. And that's why I think that she does make the cut for me, despite the fact that the rest of the nation was just not it, mama. Are those supposed to be tattoos or tan lines? They look like tan lines to me. But I think that in-game, if you have the unit, if you do certain things, she'd get shiny, so this is Mualani's actual 3D model, right? Isn't she cute? But, like, she's very dolphin-coded. The thing I like about her is that, unlike most units in Natlan, which went stupid urban and stupid modern for like no good reason, Mualani to me still very much looks the part of a fantasy RPG character, which is kind of like the vibe that Teyvat had up until that point. She's super cute, she has all the big bows, the ridiculous hair ornament, the cute little animals all over her thing, a lovely color scheme, really, really nice use of repetition, only a touch of very playful asymmetry here and there. Hair color is very solid. Her skin tone, like, let's face it, this character is a white, but like, this is about as tanned as you're gonna get in Natlan, okay? But thanks to the hair being so light and her tan line / tattoos, she does look darker, which I think fits because, again, Pacific Islander, you're gonna be in the sun all the time. I love the like little thing that looks like a sea slug on her wrist. It's very fun, it's very athletic, it's a very like cutesy outfit. And I like it because her whole outfit kind of resembles a swimsuit, but it also looks super tribal and super fun. 13, mama!
I am astrologist Mona Magistus, meaning the great astrologist Mona.
You guys would probably assume that I would put Mona higher up on this list, but there are characters that are higher up on this list. So Mona, for me, is one of the first ones that I kind of have to, like, you know, a little bit, just, This is pre-CCP censorship Mona, which I get to keep because I am in the North American server. Mona has a very special place in my heart. Mona is one of the first units that Genshin Impact had, and isn't she fucking pretty? She had such a strong concept from the get-go, like astrologist, witch, magic, a hydro unit, fat fucking hips. What fat hips? Well, they were fat at the time, actually. Now they're not. But when this first came out, because she was one of the OGs, everybody was just like, ass. I love this character's design to bits. All of the space elements are there, stars, moons, shinies. The witch aesthetic was so fucking strong. The Mugi brows, like Mona is one of those units that when I think of Genshin Impact, I see Mona. She is that strong a character. She is one of the most popular characters in Genshin Impact for very, very good reason. The design is goated. Look at my baby girl. The thing that makes Mona so cool is how they incorporated the theme of the character into the outfit. So Mona is an astrologist. Predictions are kind of her thing, and she works with the stars. So what do they do? Also, look how no, I'm sorry, but her ass is fat. I am sorry, but this cake be going places. This is the CCP offender. This is the thing that made fucking the Chinese government go Bing Shiling and fucking tell me Hoyo to cut that fucking shit out. We don't want our good fucking Chinese netizens drowning in that ass. Give her lame booty shorts. Like, damn girl, you're going out there with a fucking swinging all that around? Like, Jesus. There are star motifs everywhere on her character, on her tights, on her leotard, on her sleeves, on her hats. The asymmetry in Mona's design is so fucking clean because like half of the tights have a ton of stars and the other half have like lighter colors. And they also have like this like thigh jewelry, which is so fucking pretty. The color scheme is so well balanced. It looks like the night sky when it just starts to get dark. It has a red accent that really, really pops. It makes her vision stand out all the more on her back. It's like schmancy and beautiful and so cool. Because Mona's a pretty cool character. She's like so funny, always broke all the time. But like thematically though, the character is flawless. Bonus for why the CCP design does not work. Fucking terrible. First of all, her silhouette is completely ruined. The thing that the leotard has that the CCP design doesn't is readability. The line of flow for the character gets disrupted completely. Because now, instead of going from the star pendant on her chest and down her body, following the line of the stars on her thighs, and then down to her feet, you get cut off at the fucking thighs. It stops your fucking line of sight immediately. And then you get cut off more because there's no longer any flow to the hip designs. Not to mention, the color scheme has been completely disrupted. You went from having a very nice, cohesive, purple, dark blue, to a dark blue that is no longer a warm tone. This went from having a warm-toned blue to a cool-toned blue, which kind of destroyed the fucking visual cohesion completely. Mind you, the patterns look fine, but messing with the color on the leotard already did a lot of damage. Then you lightened the red in the back, you added more stars, you added more visual noise, you made the design way more distracting. So while she does technically look similar to her OG, this one is not as cute to look at. I think that they really biffed. Number 12!
The answer to a question says nothing about right and wrong, only about differences in attitude.
Dainsleif. Now, Dane is one of those characters for me that I don't see him often, because she shows up in just a few Archon quests throughout the story. However, the thing with Dainsleif is that Dainsleif actually has a really neat theme. Dainsleif is like Ow the Edge, Dark Knight, chasing after fucking Lumine, cursed, edgy, in pain forever, but like he has that like kind of like spacey, dark void vibe that most of the I forgot the name of the thing that he is. Yeah, he's from Canria, and the Canria units, they're cursed, so they always have stuff like this, right? They're also immortal. So like he does look old and tortured and sad, and like that's the vibe with Dainsleif. But I actually really, really dig his aesthetic. He's super fucking pretty. I don't know if Dainsleif is playable yet, but I do know that he's an important NPC in the story. And I do have the 3D model for him, by the way, so we can look at that closely, because this is not giving me a lot to work with. Hello, Edgy! So the thing with Dainsleif is that you'll immediately notice a couple of key things about his design that may remind you of Paimon. He has these sparkly stars on his cloak. He has like some dingly-dangly bits here and there. The thing I like about him is just how well put together the elements of his outfit are. He has the eye patch, which already adds a lot of visual interest to him. Really high collar. All of the engravings and golden details on his outfit like draw your eye to his face, which is where you should be looking. Has like a nice little cape on the back as well. His coat is actually a coat. It's not like an abstract deconstruction of a coat, which happens a lot with later Genshin designs, I'm sorry to say. You can see his curse on one of his hands, but it's really, really subtle, so it's not that distracting. Like, Dainsleif to me is like the Prince of Darkness archetype made into a perfect character design. 11!
I just hope no one shows up to bother me. If they do, I'll just make them disappear.
Shenhe. Hello, Mrs. Belly Button. Now, Shenhe, for me, is one of those MiHoYo units that I can't quite tell what her vibe is from looking at her, but look at that butt. Shenhe wins because she's hot. Like, it's one of the few units I have in Genshin that I'm obsessed with the design because of just how appealing it is. I'm sorry, like, mama, like, you can't argue with them tits and those nips. Like, Shenhe, for all of the things that she's not conveying to me story-wise through the design, she does do really, really well in conveying a very stoic, icy personality, and in conveying just like pure sex appeal on characters. Those holes are just either hand-ins. Shenhe's so fucking hot. How is he this low? Hello, was this raid? Dude, there's only 15. There is only 15. But yeah, Shenhe's a very, very fun unit. She has like this tight, super sexy bodysuit. We have like the red ropes that are supposed to help her like hold back on her like fucking bloodlust or whatever. She has like that little like boob cape that like covers them things from like nipples poking out because they would. Beautiful sleeves, just generally very, very pretty ornamentation. She fits on the Liyue aesthetic perfectly as well, while still being a very, very sexy, like Genshin. And I say this like so fucking not lightly. After a while, they started resorting to like the same silhouettes for design. This is actually a like in general MiHoYo problem, not just Genshin. So Shenhe being like full bodysuit was actually quite a surprise. I was very, very used to them doing like cute little short dresses or the dress with the slit on the side. So for Shenhe having like a full bodysuit, it surprised me. And she has like super long, beautiful hair, a gorgeous hair ornament that's like a comb, I think. That's a very integral part of her story. I did play Shenhe's story, and to me, I don't think that there's been a character like that has been as down cataclysmic for Ether as this bitch. Fun thing about Shenhe is that the mesh on her suit, like the thing like in the middle and on her right leg, that shit used to be implied transparent because you could see like her belly button. And the CCP saw that shit and was like, get rid of it! They could not stand the fucking umbilical cord. They could not stand the belly button on this woman. She has a very strong silhouette, yes. And it's really very, very cool because she has bird motifs everywhere. If you guys don't know, she is literally like Cloud Retainer's daughter. Like, her mom is a bird, okay? Predominantly cool tones all over it. Her hair actually did turn white thanks to Adepti magic. She's super, super strong. I love the bird motifs everywhere on the costume because it looks like she has wings and like a swallowtail. Absolutely gorgeous. The black bodysuit is super pretty. Red ropes are the accent color for her because it's an important part of her story. But they actually stand out a lot because since most of the outfit is so predominantly cool toned, the warm tones like reds pop a lot. So you see them almost effortlessly. Same with like the gold. It's a very nice little bit of ornamentation. It frames her body really, really nicely, but it lets the red stand out even more. Oh, and she has like fucking painted grippers. Painted grippers, chat. We love painted grippers. She's super sexy, I'm sorry. And the design is really good. I'm not getting Exorcist from this, but I am getting that she's related to Adepti in some way, and that's the important thing. 10. This is where the waifu fights are gonna start, okay? Because, yeah, I didn't pick a lot of y'all's waifus. I'm not sorry.
Ugh, I need a nap. If there aren't any urgent matters, I'll excuse myself.
Ganyu, I started playing Genshin Impact because of the stupid goat. This is the thing that led to me drawing Genshin Impact for like 4 years straight. Because she is so beautiful, so serene, so icy, so gorgeous. The animal fucking girl aspect was just right out there in the open. It's adorable, eepy baby. She has, like, fat thighs, a really cutesy little dress, like, the bodysuit. Like, this is a great combination of sexy and also adorable, which is something that I think that Genshin is pretty good at. I only thought that Ganyu had a generic design, and I realized it was everyone else copying her. Yep! Ganyu's design is so iconic that it inspired a lot of copycats. Hell, even MiHoYo itself never recovered from it. If you know, you know. Ganyu is also one of the characters that, like Mona, if you look her up on the funny green site, she has so much art. So much. I think I've contributed for like a good 30% of it. But like, Ganyu is one of the more iconic Genshin designs, and that's why I think to this day, no one can ever forget her. The Coco Goat be Coco Goating, okay? Like, the thing that makes Ganyu very unique is that the animal girl aesthetic was actually very well used on her. It was very well executed. So she has her horns, which are probably the most iconic bit about her. And the horns are in a dark color, but with a really, really bright accent, which is in red. And you see that accent repeated in her outfit a few times, but it's mostly in the bottom half. She's also interesting in the fact that she has like a bodysuit that just has a coat on top of it, or like a half a dress on top of it. Ganyu, if you're like gliding around in Genshin Impact, you just get ass in the face immediately. Ganyu also uses asymmetry in a very subtle, elegant way. I like that a lot of her outfits details point to ice, because she's also a cryo unit, that's kind of her thing. So she has a lot of blue, she has a lot of pointy triangle bits that like are reminiscent of like icicles or snowflakes. But the character overall's shape language is incredibly soft. She's like very, very foofy, very soft, very petable. Not a lot of bags, and I think that's because it makes the bell that she's wearing around her neck stand out, which again ties to like the goat thing, to like the animal girl theme. I think it's so fucking cute. Her eyes are a nice like little neutral color, because I think that like the star of the show with Ganyu has to be the horns. That's the thing that's like the cutest about her. Well, and yes, if you look at Shenhe, her outfit does mimic some of what Ganyu wears. It's predominantly cool toned, a lot of black, a lot of blue, and then red accents as well. So Ganyu is super cute. I actually really love this unit. All right, number 9!
If I had to say, I'm not fond of any sort of seafood.
Kokomi. I am obsessed. This is one of my favorite units in Genshin. Not just because of design, but because of theming, the voice, the fishiness. I love mermaids, like... So, you'll be pleased to know that despite the fact that the writing was the absolute buttfuck worst in Inazuma, it had one of the stronger design elements because we had a theme, and the theme was Japan. Kokomi and Ganyu are probably my favorite characters in the entirety of Genshin Impact, and with Kokomi, the thing that I like the most is the seamless blend of East and West. Normally, Japanese clothing doesn't have ruffles, they don't have like fluted cuts, they don't do round shapes. Japanese clothing tends to be very straight cut. And the cool thing about Kokomi is that everything on her outfit is cut and positioned together in a way that makes her feel like a mermaid. She is very fish themed and it shows, right? She's aquatic in nature. She's a hydro unit, she like lives on an island, she's a priestess, like, also like she swims with wet socks and that gives me ick, but it's okay, I can ignore it because she's so cute. She is such a cute unit. So Kokomi, I think that I can appreciate her silhouette a lot more here with the T-pose, so I can like actually show you the details. From the front, she looks like a fish. The cut of the fabric and the way that like the entire outfit is put together makes her feel like an actual fucking mermaid. The really soft colors, the fluted edges, the lines on the fabric that make it look like fins. She also looks like she's wearing a swimsuit as well, because under all of this, she has a little baby bodysuit. It's a little baby bodysuit that's attached to her with pearls. Super fucking cute. The little jacket oh, I forgot about the seashell on the back! That's so cute! Her fucking giant obi is tied with a big seashell on the back. She has like one very, very bright red accent, but that's about it. Her color scheme in general is very, very cool. But it blends the cool and the warm tones together really, really well. I just really like the shapes for Kokomi's design. Repetition with pearls, with like the fluted edges of the fabric, the ruffles. It's so Japanese, but also so Western at the same time. It's absolutely adorable. She looks like a beta fish. She does look like a fish. I think that's part of the point. Number 8.
Come on then, what is it?
Yae Miko. We continue the trend of Inazuma having very, very good designs, and we go with my goat! The pink thing to end all pink things, like bisexual dream. Yae Miko, my goat, like... Yae Miko is up here because she has like the fucking shrine maiden aesthetic down to a fucking science, but it's so sexy. It's perfectly teasy and cute and sexy without being too much. She's like all leg up in this bitch, chat. The use of color is phenomenal. The patterns are super cute. She fits that like Kitsune aesthetic even though she doesn't show her tails normally. It's just very, very, very nice. Pink bias, you fucking bet your sweet bippy, look at these legs! I'm sorry, but I like Yae Miko because she's kind of not a good person. And in fucking Genshin, that's a bit of a rarity. Most characters have to be likable in gachas. So the outfit itself I like a lot because it's a very nice deconstruction of your traditional Shrine Maiden outfit. If you guys have never seen a Shrine Maiden outfit before, it is usually a white shirt that fastens like a kimono with a red skirt, a really, really big red skirt. And for Yae, what they did was they made it a little bit sexier, gave her some nice side boob, but like the core tenets of the outfit are still there. She's still wearing mostly white up top and red on the bottom. She has black stitching on for accents and a really big black obi for accents as well. Her only accent colors in this entire outfit is like gold. She's not really wearing anything besides the very traditional red and white. And I think that they purposely did that so like we would not lose sight of the Shrine Maiden aesthetic. Rippers out! It's a very nice, soft, warm color scheme. There is barely any cool tones in here except for her vision and some bits in purple here and there and her earrings. And she does have ears, by the way. She does have actual fox ears. They're just like, for some reason, she's like a lop, right? Like you'd think that her ears would be standing straight the fuck up. No. Yae's ears actually pinned to the back for some reason. I think they look super cute. They're still very, very, very fluffy. I really like her headdress because it looks like a halo. I love the purple accents because not only does it look really good against the red and white, but it ties to like the Electro Archon directly, which is also known as Yae's girlfriend. They understood the assignment with Yae Miko. They really did. Oh, also insert G-subs ad here. Do you want to pull every waifu that you've ever wanted on a gacha, but you don't have energy to stay up all night farming to get those sweet, sweet primos? Then I have the product for you! Ladies and gentlemen, may I present Gamer Subs Energy! Each tub has 100 servings of absolutely delicious flavor, sugar-free, keto-friendly, and may I say, like, the cheapest fucking energy drink on the market. You go outside in the middle of the night, in the middle of your Genshin run, you interrupt your Ganyu shooting that stupid flower thing for the 5th time so you can crown her twice. And you have to go outside to the fucking Kombini to go get a monster? Ew! Why not just go to your kitchen and make yourself a nice Gamer Subs in a perfectly goony waifu cup of your choice? It comes in so many different flavors, in so many fun varieties. They also have Gamer Aid, which does not have caffeine, but that's just help with focus and hydration. They also have awesome merch, apparel. They have fucking soup. If you're too lazy from your waifu grinding to make yourself dinner, just fucking pick up some noodles.
Just got rad sickness. It's a very nice, pleasant flavor.
They have new flavors every so often by creators and by the Gamer Subs peeps themselves. Just a ton of really, really cool stuff. And if you are like me, that you cannot handle caffeine because it will destroy your fucking stomach, you can have the caffeine-free versions. I always suggest people give Gamer Subs a shot. I've been drinking it for like a year now. It's helping me kick soda immensely. It's super fucking tasty. And I always really like it, okay? So, if you want to get your own G-Subs, you want to try out that tub, go to gamersubs.gg/kinkimation or use code kinkimation at checkout for 10% off your entire order. Go use my code, help the Lily Waifu Cup. Alright, number 7!
I really like being with you. I don't know why, but it feels like a butterfly is trying to burst out of my chest. Anyway, how about I show a new dance to you?
Nilou. Now, Sumeru actually had a lot of very, very good units, but when it came down to, like, narrowing it down for this review, I think that Nilou won out for me. And the dancer aesthetic showed so clearly throughout. Nilou's super cute, too. I think most of my favorite units are the Hydro Girls. I'm sorry, they have the best designs. Nilou I like because, like, she perfectly encapsulates Sumeru's design philosophy, which is very ornamental, but still very, very pretty. Like, this was when designs for MiHoYo started getting a little bit busier, but given the region, it made a lot of sense, so it didn't at all feel overbearing. Nilou's also a dancer. She has, like, such great movement overall as a character, and she's, of course, a Hydro unit, because Hydro girlies fucking slap. So, the 3D model for Nilou, I love looking at it in detail because of the sheer amount of embellishments that they put on this, but they did it in such a way that the design did not at all feel overbearing or heavy. Also, she has a back tattoo, which is in a nice red color, a lotus flower, absolutely beautiful. The skin itself is completely symmetrical. There is nothing that is distracting your eye here at all. And the reason why, it's because she has so many little bits of ornamentations and things that contour her body, gold dingly-dangly, tassels, bows, that if you made this design asymmetrical, it would fall apart. It needed that order and that symmetry because that way you could appreciate all the little details all the more, like the gold that's keeping her sleeves puffed up, the little chains on the back of the bow, those same chains are on the front of the outfit as well, the veil with the pretty fabric, the horns that frame her face super nicely. I love that we gave her red hair because that really makes the blue pop on her outfit. It's a really nice color that just complements the cool tone of the outfit itself. I haven't seen any of her other skins. I want to talk mainly about the base design she was introduced with because it's very, very strong. She also has grippers with like blue nail polish. MiHoYo, come on! Have you seen the other skin? No. I know that she does have some, but I want to focus on mainly the base skins. I can show it though. Let's see it. If I don't like it though, I'm moving on immediately. Huh? Okay, that's actually very pretty. Reminds me of Kokomi. I'm glad to see that we kept Nilou completely symmetrical, even with the skins. I was afraid that they were gonna gank it. That's gorgeous. Look at her hair! The big curls, that's so pretty! With the pearls. Okay, MiHoYo, all right. I'm not disappointed. That is absolutely gorgeous. Adorable magical girl vibes. A lot of ruffles, cute little flowers. We respect her color scheme. Grippers! This one is feet. This one is feet. Give Lily feet. Number 6, baby.
No salutations needed. My exalted status shall not be disclosed as we travel among the common folk. I acknowledge that you are a person of superior...
If you're close enough to hear me say this, I can't guarantee your safety. You're probably dead.
My girl, Fucking idiot! The dumbest character in Genshin Impact. If this was rate Genshin Impact's character's intelligence on a scale from 10 to 1, A would win 1 for dumbest. Her writing was terrible. Absolutely god-awful, but her character design is goated, okay? A is one of those units in Genshin that also has an ungodly amount of... And a lot of it is AI generated, and a lot of it has horse penises, okay? Don't ask me how I know that. It's Jaeger. Like, she fits the very archetype of a thunder goddess, I'm sorry. It's such a unique take on a kimono as well. It's patterned beautifully. Yeah, it's a gorgeous design. The color scheme is super cohesive. The sword coming out of the fucking titty, mama. That fucking meme got overdone to filth. It's coming out of her sternum, not her tits. And then everybody was like, here, look at the sword. It's really fun and ornamental and like all over the place. But like, baby girl, you dumb. A's design is one of my favorites in the Inazuma region and one of the best ones that Genshin has because it's such a flawlessly beautiful deconstruction of a very ornamental kimono. Instead of making like a really, really long dress, we made it shorter, we made it a little bit flirtier. She still has both long sleeves, mind you. It's just that one of them is actually tied up onto her pauldron. And this is actually very, very common in Japan that if you have really long kimono sleeves and you need to make good use of your arms, and actually I think that this is the hand that A uses for her sword, you would tie your sleeves back up. So that's a really cool cultural bit that they added. I also really like that she has legs for days, okay? So much leggy. The black stockings are super sexy. Red accents throughout are beautiful. They remind me of Yae as well. Like, Yae has purple accents and A has red accents. These two idiots are actually a duo, so, like, they fit together really, really well. The patterns on the kimono are gorgeous because they remind you of, like, her Field of Eternity bullshit, but they also fit that, like, thunder bit as well because they kind of look like a cloudy sky. But they're done in, like, very desaturated shades of purple. Her hair is super long. It has a really nice gradient. The thing to admire about A's design is just the amount of embellishment that went into this character and how well balanced it is. She is an Archon, so she is one of the most powerful units in Genshin Impact, and they had to kind of like show that in the design as well. Also, fun thing about A is that underneath that like light purple cloudy kimono, she's wearing a bodysuit. She's wearing a bodysuit that like ties at the neck and becomes those cute little baby short shorts that she has. This was in the era where like Genshin put the little baby short shorts on everybody because they couldn't show undies. It's absolutely beautiful though. A lot of really nice use of purple here and there, but I like that they kept it desaturated and kind of like cloudy sky looking, and they kept the majority of the saturation in the purples for her eyes and her hair. I'm going to give some honorable mentions, characters that almost made the cut, but not quite, and I'm gonna explain why, all right? There's a bunch of these. Sorry to deconfirm waifus. It's like a Smash deconfirming trailer.
If I can provide everyone with a life such as this, I will be...
Now, Candace, I love her design. I think she's also one of the really good units in Sumeru. However, she's not as strong as Nilou or even Fajita. I think that Candace is an honorable mention for me because her aesthetic being like so ancient Egyptian coded is really, really strong. But I think that Candace needed a little bit more oomph to make it into the top 15. And you know what would have really helped? Darker skin. Like slightly darker, a bit more tanned, and she would have looked great. And also make the eye color the same color, and she would have been right up there. Like, and she also has a little bit of that Mihoyo asymmetry that I don't particularly like. She's also a 4-star, mind you. She has a pretty embellished design for a 4-star, but like, one of her sleeves is up and the other one isn't, and like not in the same way that makes sense. Like with A, like one of them is like a capelet and the other one is like a sleeve. Like, why is that a thing? I love the embellishment on the back. Why does she have like those stupid baby short shorts? Like, she should just be wearing like fucking leggy out. Like, the ancient Egyptian aesthetic, it's there, but it's missing some. All right, the next honorable mention.
I wonder what my dear sister Lynette is doing right now. Missing me to death, I'm sure.
Seems Linny is saying some strange things again. It's really worrying.
These two idiots. Now, you'll be wondering why the fuck these two are not in my top 15, considering the fact that I'm obsessed with both of them. I love them to bits. I've drawn them a bunch. Simple. Their designs are a unit, but their gameplay is not. On their own, their designs are good, but not super strong. As a unit, though, if you put Linny and Lynette in, like, the same room, their concept is so fucking strong. Like, I think that they need each other. for the design to truly show you the full potential. Linny's not a Catboy. Wasted opportunity, Mikoyo. Okay, the next honorable mention is... Paimon! Now, okay, get all the jokes about wanting to yeet her into a cliff off of your system. Go. While this is, narratively, the most annoying unit in the game, she's not even a unit, Paimon has a good design. Paimon has a really, really pretty design, I'm sorry. Like, she kind of fits that, like, tiny dipshit goblin imp thing. But she has, like, a really cute celestial design. She's very squishy. She's a good mascot character, you know? Like, she has a great scarf, and, like, she has, like, just a very, very cute outfit. Like, Paimon's, like, folly is that she never shuts the fuck up. That's literally the only thing wrong with Paimon. And when they reveal Paimon to be an uber sexy woman, I'm gonna be like, baby girl, I liked you when you were annoying, okay? Like, okay, this one's gonna ruffle some feathers. I hope not, but like, it's gonna. I have to apologize to nobody!
I can't promise you'll like what you see.
Because it's fucking Arlecchino! Before you guys bite my head off, Arlecchino is one of those characters that is almost there. She got so close, chat. She was almost there. However, Arlecchino is wearing the illusion of a suit. And that bugs me. From far away, Arlecchino looks like a super strong unit. And she almost made it to the top 15 because of that. She has a really solid color scheme, a very intriguing set of designs, great shoes, great pants, a very interesting face. But if you zoom in, her coat is put together with hopes and dreams, all right? The sleeves look great, and the lapel looks great, but then you go to the back, and it's like, how are you attached? There's like 2 or 3 layers of coats that are sewn to nowhere. That spine thing looks like metal, but seems to be attached to nothing. There is random holes in the actual coat that make no sense, like here, like why? It seems to be made of metal, but also not made of metal. The back of the coat is completely split down the middle. How is that staying on? The main reason why Arlecchino is not it for me is because if you see that spine thing goes down to her pants. How is that jacket staying on? There is no way in God's green earth that a jacket that is only attached at like the neckline that has that much fabric and that much weight would stay on. And that's the reason why Arlecchino did not make it to the top 15, because she is wearing the illusion of a suit. Okay, and this is my very last special mention, which, it's, yeah, and the only reason he's in here is, I'm down cataclysmic for this man. I know he's terrible. I don't give a shit. Whatever, let's keep going. Top 5, chat!
According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale. We now turn to the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale. According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale. The judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale is...
Also, like, Hydro stays winning, I'm sorry. I love Neuvillette. Everything about him, from writing to his stupid personality that's a milquetoast personality, but he's so pretty, it's okay, to how weird he is.
Animals can survive for weeks without food, but merely a few days without water. There is no dish that could ever compare to pure, unadulterated water. With that in mind, food items that contain plenty of liquid are the next best thing.
The thing I like about Neuvillette is that Neuvillette, despite the fact that he's not dressed like a judge, feels like a judge. He is so beautiful. It, like, completely fits with the Baroque, super, like, pretty French Fontaine aesthetic, but he looks like a vampire judge that's going to judge me for all of my sins, and I'm gonna let him, like, hi, daddy. He has such a beautiful outfit, aura farming stance, he feels powerful, and he has such a great face! He's just one of the prettiest units in this fucking game, and he fits his theme spot on. Neuvillette has a really interesting outfit because he has a very long coat on the front and on the back. Normally, miHoYo likes to do coats that are short on the front and longer on the back for male units. Neuvillette, though, looks like he's wearing judge's robes because he is. That's his thing. He's the judge. He's like presiding over every trial, right? He has like that really beautiful cape doublet thing that he's wearing the nice little tassels. His hair is super long. He has like those little antenna things that like hint at the fact that he's not human. Pointy ears that hint at the fact that he's not human. He fits into the aesthetic for Fontaine, but at the same time, not really. Because he has a lot of like more almost ancient looking patterns on his fabric that point to the fact that he is much, much older than most people in that fucking courtroom. He's also ridiculously water themed. The back of his coat looks like sunlit waves. The fucking bits of on the off cape he has on top of his sleeves look like flowing rivers as well. There's a lot of great fluidity to Neuvillette's design while still fitting in with Fontaine's very like over-embellished aesthetic, because that's like the vibe with Fontaine. That's what they wanted to do, and they actually did it masterfully. His hair is like white, like a judge tied back with a bow, similar to like how judges' wigs were tied at the back. It has an absolutely gorgeous ribbon on it. He has like very like tight fitting like pant thigh boot things, because he has like just that and his like blue pants. Overall, a beautiful, completely cold color scheme. There is not an iota of warmth on this character, because he's water. He is water. Okay, number 4.
Why are you just standing there with your mouth gaping? You must be stunned and at a loss for words. Understandable. It is I, after all. Fontaine's most beloved star, Furina. I'm on a very tight schedule, so you're lucky to even get an appointment with me.
Yeah, she is! There she is! By far my favorite Archon out of the bunch. Hydro Girlies stay winning. One of the best designs that Genshin Impact has. It is bratty, it is theatrical, it is adorable. She has 2 color schemes as well. We can see them both. She is French as fuck! Very embodiment of like theatricality. It's a great unit. It definitely feels like I am the god of water and everybody will listen to me, but like you can tell that she's full of shit. And that's why we like Furina, you know? Furina has a great design because again, it fits Fontaine's aesthetic to a T. Absolutely beautiful, perfect. But it also is like very distinctly more embellished, royal, regal almost, while being incredibly playful. She is actually the best written character in Genshin, I do agree, yes. Furina has 2 different designs, a light and a dark one. This is the light one. This is the one that you see her throughout most of the story. I actually really dig this one because I love the contrast between the white suit and the blue overcoat. It's absolutely stunning. I love all of the ruffles. I love the lace. I love her top hat that looks like a crown. The almost crown-like embellishments on her cuffs. The big bow with her fake as shit vision. The gold ornaments. All those like little details on the fabric. Her eyes as well. She has like really cute ruffly baby shoes with adorable socks. Like her shoes are very like French Revolution. And then the ruffles on the sock are just so adorable. It's funny because, like, while she was the water Archon, I still call her an Archon regardless, you know? Like, she also looks like a ringmaster for a circus, which is, in a way, kind of like what her deal was in Fontaine. She was, like, running the show. Everything was a show to her. Everything was entertainment to her. This version also has really, really long hair, and I do like that she has a jellyfish cut because her hair does look like a jellyfish. It's very, like, a lot of volume on the top, and then it thins down at the bottom and gets more volume on the bottom. Again, it fits with the water theme. She also has a great color scheme. Much like Neuvillette, there is not an iota of a warm tone here to be seen. Everything is in cool shades of blue and white, and just brighter blues for accents, except for the gold. That's the only thing that I would say is a bit warm, but it is on the cool side as well. I would say that her color palette is almost monochrome. Almost. Now, this is the design that she was originally teased to be playable with. She has shorter hair. The suit on the bottom is black, and the back of the outfit is black. I like them both equally, but I do think that the darker suit color and the ornament that she has on the back of her coat, it's way more regal. This shows to me someone who has changed, who has grown, who has actually seen her fair share of shit, but still has a very elegant composure. I love the bow on the back to bits. Everything about this outfit to me just, it's just Genshin at its peak. I do think that Genshin's designs peaked in Fontaine, because Fontaine, being very French Rococo, actually let them play with their strongest design element, which was the over-embellishment. The MiHoYo design philosophy likes to add a lot of detail to outfits, and that doesn't work with every single aesthetic. However, with something like Fontaine is where their design philosophy really shined. because they were allowed to add a lot of details, a lot of embellishments, a lot of little bits and boops here that fit so well with the aesthetic, because of course it's super busy, it's French! And it's like Rococo French too, which is so exaggerated, so over the top, and so festive and cute. Like, actually, Furina does need a little triangle from me just because she's such a good design. And the fact that both her light and dark versions have such a strong presence just tells you how well thought out this character is. People joke that Furina is the dev's favorite Archon, and I think it's true. I think it is a little bit, you know?
Nobody can know for sure. After all, nothing is easier to fool than the senses.
The third best design for Genshin Impact for me is...
Don't be too ready to believe people when they cross their heart and hope to die. Sweet talkers only say what you want to hear.
The unknown is but a fog to be dispersed. Knowledge is the true pillar of the world.
Miss Sandrome. Now, I do think that she is one of the Fatui Harbingers, but she has one of the strongest looks, one of the best, absolutely best themes in this entire fucking game. I don't think she's playable at the moment. I don't know if she's like an NPC, but she's been in the game at this point, so I can talk about her. What element is she? I do not know. So the cool thing I like about her is that A, she comes with a big robot. That's like her thing. She has big robot butler, and it looks like a big robot butler. I love it. And she is also a mechanical doll. She has a big wind-up key on the back. She is wearing a very pretty, very delicate outfit that highlights that key. There is something like mischievous and almost like little baby sinister about her, but she's still so fucking pretty. Beautiful shoes, beautiful dress, absolutely gorgeous silhouette. She fits that like porcelain doll, wind-up doll aesthetic so seamlessly. And this is actually a unit that has been designed for a while. She's not a new design, you guys. She's actually been conceptualized for a long time because she showed up when they first showed everybody in the Fatui. She kind of reminds me of like Rosen Maiden almost, like with those big like foofy skirts, a lot of ruffles, a lot of nice details, but they're well put together details. It has a really nice sense of flow, great chemistry, great use of repetition. I love the wind-up key being one of the focal points for the character. And I do have the model for her, even if she's not playable, NPCs are in this site. If you see her though, you will very easily be able to tell that she is one of the designs that Genshin did pretty early on because there are no random holes anywhere. The character designs are almost completely symmetrical. There is a really nice sense of flow and play with shapes. There's a lot of thought and a lot of like purpose with making her look and feel like a little baby mechanical doll. She has like the tights, she has like the skirt that's asymmetrical but with good flow to it. She has great red accents, beautiful use of gold, nice black outfit throughout. The like wind-up key is on the front patterned and on the back, like those three things like right there, front and back, absolutely gorgeous, looks like a flower. Beautiful ruffles, beautiful use of silhouette. It's actually a design that I've seen in the past, but I never got a chance to look at it with more detail until now because now she has had more screen time. I don't know if she's going to be playable. I don't see a vision. Usually if a character has a vision, they are playable, but I had to have NPCs be included here because some of the best designs that Genshin has is NPCs that show up in the story, do something, and then never show up ever again. Also, this is like a conspiracy theory, but like there's people who think that Genshin, like Teyvat, is like part of Herta's simulated universe because this is like the symbol for it. Like, because she's also mechanical, she has Herta's hair color. Like there's people who like genuinely do think this. I would be so sad if that was the case. Also, love the teal accent on her, so fucking beautiful. A doll and her coachman, a sad doll, a very pretty doll. We've come so far. But sadly, only one of you guys can be America's Next Top Genshin Impact's best design character. I was rooting for both of you. Both of you guys were in my heart. But out of both of you, beautiful ladies, only one of you guys can advance to the top. And sadly, I must say who didn't make it now. And the person who is not America's Next Top Model but came really fucking close is...
Natlan.
El Capitano Cabrón. Now, this is a character that, first of all, hello! Like, where have you been? Where are you? Why did you get fucking murked for fucking Mavuika of all people? This is such a bomb.com design. Finally, a man in Genshin Impact that's built like a brick shithouse and we yeeted him to the void? This is such a good design, I'm sorry. This is aura farming for the ages! It's so good, chat. Like, I'm so sad that this fucker was never made playable. I am so sad because if they had made this asshole playable, I would have fucking dove right back in. I would have been like, yeah, give me big muscle fucking dangerous daddy. Like, destroy Aether's pussy, please. Oh, he deserved better! Look at this fucking shit! Genshin, where the fuck were you hiding this level of design riz that I only really fucking saw it until after Natlan came out? The coat, the patterns, the silhouette, the flow, the absolute audacity of this bitch to be this aura farming, this fucking strong of a silhouette, this great use of shapes, and then fucking die. I don't know what I like best about this dude. Is it the big overcoat? Is it like the super strong military-esque helmet? Is it the chains that kind of look like a rib cage? Is it the fucking pimp daddy fur on the top? I don't know, mama, but I am obsessed with this design. It's so fucking good. I genuinely think that like someone in the MiHoYo design team said like a keyword and the designer woke up like a sleeping agent and just fucking summoned like the fucking best design work of his life, and then this motherfucker came out. He can still come back, Lily, don't lose hope. He still has his rank. I hope he does. I hope he does, because this is the best design. Like if he comes back, his design is gonna get ganked though. Please don't make it like Sunday, who went from being like, ooh, pimp dream daddy to like hobocore. Please don't. It's time for America's Next Top Model, okay? The design that I think is probably the best in this whole entire fucking game. The design that I saw and I was like briefly considering coming right the fuck back because I was just flabbergasted by how good it was. And I was actually surprised this unit is playable. And America's Next Top Model is... Columbina. Perfection. Pure, moonlit, angelic perfection! This is one of the most beautiful things I have ever seen MiHoYo make. Not only does she have an incredibly strong design, she has a very unique silhouette. And in the point of Hoyo, where we like to repeat the same silhouette 50 fucking times, she was a breath of fresh air. Look at that. Grippers, sniffer, but respectfully. Beautiful feet, angelic, delicate, beautiful. So much hair. She's on banner right now. I'm not doing it! Wait, no, I have like 800 wishes. I could go in, get her, and then pop right back out. Do it live. I will, but let me talk about why she's America's Next Top Model first. Barefoot, like floating on water, moonlit, beautiful flowers, very gentle expression, the wings. I need to show you guys the 3D model for Bina because I think that shows you the difference in silhouette. Look how good this silhouette is, please. So Bina has something that a lot of MiHoYo girlies don't have right now, which is an outfit that doesn't highlight the body skin tightly. So Bina has a really great sense of flow, and it makes her feel divine because she looks like she's robed by moonlight. She's not like curvaceous, boobylicious or anything like that. She is petite, she is elegant. She looks like the goddess of the moon, which I think she is. She reminds me of an angel almost. She has like really weird shoes. Absolutely beautiful sleeves. Everything about Bina is meant to be very delicate and beautiful. Like the jacket barely rests on her shoulders. She even has like a beautiful little baby blindfold, for fuck's sake. Like she almost reminds me of Kokomi with how well her outfit flows, because it feels like, you know, like water. She has some little asymmetrical embellishments here and there, but I do genuinely like it because the silhouette is so different to what I'm used to seeing from MiHoYo. Even if it's like open from the sides, if she stands still, the silhouette is not skin tight, and I like that. Even if there's like a little peak on the sides, it feels more like a tease than just, oh, look at all this skin, you know? I genuinely feel like Columbina's design is just meant to evoke like that tranquility, purity, divinity that definitely makes her a phenomenal looking character and unit, you know? She's very, very cute, she's very pretty. She also has a version that shows her eyes, which are beautifully and almost reflective. Absolutely stunning. I love this character to bits. You guys have no idea how much I like her. Like, I'm going back in for like 2 seconds and I'm pulling it. Let me just give my closing thoughts and then we're going in and I'm pulling because I need this unit desperately. So, While I do think that Genshin's design philosophy has changed a little bit over the years, and we've had some misses, a lot of misses, most of Natlan was misses, for the most part, I still get the magic as to what made Genshin such a phenomenon in terms of gacha character designs. It's so fun, and it's so over the top, and it's so pretty. It just gets people looking and looking for those details and trying to find those things that make a character special. Like, even though now I have a little bit of Hoyo fatigue, I will say I can still respect the love for the game, and I can still see why these, at the very least, these units have such strong designs. All in all, I do think that the Genshin team still to this day has some bangers, and that may they continue making many, many more. And if you don't play Genshin for anything, at the very least check out the character designs, because they do have some interesting stuff in there. They do commit some character designer faux pas, but I'm willing to ignore them for the most part because they do have some very good units. And when the game first started, it wasn't all like that. I do think that they do really good work overall, and that Genshin has a really unique aesthetic. It's so unique that whenever anybody tries to copy it, the characters just look like random bullshit go, you know? Like, I think that, like, there's a method in Genshin's madness, and that's why I like it a lot. And if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe. Which waifu did you guys want up here? Who didn't make it? Tell me all about it in the comments. Fight your demons. And remember to go get some G-subs. Use code KingGamation at checkout for 10% off. I am logging the fuck in, and I am getting that. Hey, baby. I feel like Bane is one of those units that they make you 50-50 it because everybody wants it, because it's an Archon. Remember, like, with Rosaria, thank you for the super chat, by the way. Oh, there we go. With Rosaria, it took, like, everybody, like, 100 pulls to get her. Oh,
you can call me Kaladina, or Kutar, or Moon Goddess. Whatever you prefer. I'm used to having many names.
I love her.
The moon's blessing is yours. Whenever you might find
I like
yourself
the new
in need.
voice intros, but they drag on a bit, don't they?